Hi everyone, today I will show you how to connect Microsoft SQL Server 2008 to Microsoft Visual Basic 2010. First thing is to create a database in SQL Server. I've already created my database, table students. It contains ID, last name, first name, course and section. Now I have my database in SQL. We may now proceed to our Microsoft Visual Basic 2010. I've already created my project here. I use Data Grid View. This is the tool that will allow us to show the data that we created in our SQL server. And then a connect button. For the codings, just double click the connect button. Then imports system.data.sql client. We import the class of system.data.sql client in order for us to use the function of SQL connection and SQL adapter. Now for the connection of our bb.net to SQL, just type dimcon as new SQL client .sql connection, open and close parentheses, server is equals to Haramilios PC \SQL Express. This is my server name in SQL server, and it is acting as my data source. Then database is equals to students. Students is the name of my database in SQL. Then trusted connection is equals to yes. Dim cmd as SQL command. It represents a transact SQL statements or stored procedure to execute SQL Server database. CMD is equals to new SQL command, open and close parentheses, the way to retrieve the data from our database with SQL Server is to use the select statement. The query select all from TBL student means that we will select all the data from our table students. Now let's continue. Dim DA as SQL data adapter, dim DS as dataset. It provides the communication between the dataset and the SQL database. DA is equals to new SQL data adapter, open and close parentheses, CMD. DS is equals to new dataset, open and close parentheses, and DA.fill DS students, the name of our database. These represent a set of data commands and a database connection that are used to fill the dataset on our SQL Server database. As you can see, I fill DS on our database students here. It means our SQL data adapter serves as our bridge between a dataset and SQL Server for retrieving our data. And now, let's open the connection. Just type con.open and we will put it into our data grid view. Just type data grid view that data source is equal to ds.tables, the name of our database, students dot default view. Now let's close the connection. Just type con.close. Now we're done in our codings. This time we will test the program. If it is success, just click the run button. In data grid view here, the data from our SQL Server 2008 should appear here when we click the connect button. So let's try. Click the connect button. As you can see, the data in our database in SQL Server 2008 is now connected to our Microsoft Visual Basic 2010. Now we can say that our connection is successfully done. I'm Christian B. Jaramillos of BSIT-222 from Batangas State University. Thank you for watching.